Hi, I'm Jay Lucas.
And I'm Karen Lucas.
And welcome to the Sunshine Report. You know, I think we got such a great topic this week. And the topic this week is you manage what you measure. So in other words,
That's a thoughtful one.
isn't that? I mean, the fact that if you focused on something and you actually consistently measure it, that's an opportunity for you to actually manage it or optimize it or get better at whatever you're measuring.
Is that sort of a measurement like a ruler, or is it a measurement like a glass of water? What's the measurement here?
Well, I think I think a great one would be your physical measurement.
Right,
maybe
exactly.
maybe your weight. That may
Yeah.
be one of those,
Yeah.
or other. Maybe your heart rate, the steps that you're taking, various things that are impacting your physical health. But it could also be your financial health.
Yeah.
You know, you're managing your checkbook, or you're doing it maybe with a dashboard of some kind.
Yeah.
And that all of these things together actually help you achieve targets.
Right. What's your goals, right? So you sort of set those goals out, you could set them up, and then you use that as a way of measurement, right?
Yeah, and in fact, I think the way it works often is that you get these measurement tools.
Yes.
You say there's something that's important to you, you want to measure it. And I think there's just a human dynamic that says, you almost kind of gamify it in a way, right?
It's like a dashboard.
The number keeps coming up and you say, how could I actually improve that? And you start, these ideas come up, maybe in your spare time you think of these ideas,
Yeah.
and then you get committed to improving it, because I think we're all wired in a sense to kind of grow and improve.
That's true. It's like driving in a car and you go, speed limit is 65. And then your goal is...
Well, that's certainly a way to measure it. I don't know what your goal might be in that case. But you actually do manage what you measure.
You do.
And it could be a whole series of other things too. Whether it's in business, one of the things we found in business, you get these key performance indicators that if everybody in an organization can get visibility, maybe not to a lot of them, but just the kind of the key things that really matter, we
Yes.
can all organize our efforts to kind of achieve things that if we weren't measuring it, it just kind of happens, and
Right.
you lose that discipline.
Right. So it is goal setting, right? And use that as a form of measurement so that you know what you're setting out to achieve and you work towards that goal, right? And you measure that along the way,
Well, and I think there's a positive reinforcement there.
right?
And it really is kind of a positive thing,
It
because
is.
you're all about this growth and improvement and always getting better.
Right,
And I think that there's an energy around that just makes you feel really good.
right. And so,
So as we always like to say here at the Sunshine Report, and I think you all know this,
yeah.
that it's positive energy that inspires positive change, that produces positive
Positive
results,
results.
particularly when you measure those.
Yes. Set your goals.
Have a great week, everybody.